important now.
Books are critical. Now, you've always been the one to talk about using as much as possible to leverage your business,
No, it's true.
right?
It's true.
So if you have a skill set, you're a subject matter expert, especially now, and you could validate what you know. This is a way to get credentials behind your work, and it's by publishing a book. And you can do that, especially now with ebooks. Audiobooks are great. You can get them out quicker than you could have even imagined, even when we first started talking about books. And
you're listening to the Money Doctor Money Talk for Modern Entrepreneurs podcast. And I'm your host and founder, Mildred Dillon, CPA. And as a modern entrepreneur, you're not just getting up and going to sit behind a desk all day. Chances are you're probably driving right now with your phone in your hand, mapping your way to your next destination. Because you work online and your systems are mobile, you can work from anywhere. Not key punching, but scrolling through social media or creating your own posts so that you can share your offerings with the world. Oh, you relate? You're a modern entrepreneur? Well, you're going to love what we do here on this podcast, because each and every episode and guest will give you tips and strategies that you can use on one of those apps to get your finances in order, in good health, all while on the go. If you're ready to get to work, let's go.
I am meeting with my publisher. We need to do something, make some changes to my book that's out there on Amazon. And honestly, you can't see it. I'm sweating. Like, this gives me such a panic. The thought of Amazon and Kindle, and she did all this stuff for me. But why did I want to do this? Because we all have areas we don't feel good about, or we don't feel confident about. And this is mine. This book situation, it freaks me out. But so she's meeting with me to walk me through with my book stuff. I just need you to know we all have areas where we need experts and professionals to hold our hand and walk us through the process. If you want to publish, she put my first book on Amazon. Again, I have no clue how she did it, and I cannot wear her out with my foolishness with all the changes and stuff. So in fairness, I need to at least know so I can go to her for the big stuff. Although she'll do the little stuff too. But I know she's busy. And so Candace, huh? I never know when I'm gonna use this.
I walked right into that. Like, I should have seen it coming, but I'm here. I'm on camera. So hello world.
Hello world. You make sure it's still recording, because oh my gosh, this is a miracle.
The miracle is true. You got me. You got me.
So you see
That
her,
birthday, I'm going to get a beautiful birthday gift, right?
yes, because I think a lot of people are lost with this stuff. Maybe we got
It's a
stuff out
lot.
there. Yeah,
It's a lot.
books are important now.
Books are critical. Now, you've always been the one to talk about using as much as possible to leverage your business,
No, it's true.
right?
It's true.
So if you have a skill set, you're a subject matter expert, especially now, and you could validate what you know. This is a way to get credentials behind your work, and it's by publishing a book. And you can do that, especially now with ebooks. Audiobooks are great. You can get them out quicker than you could have even imagined, even when we first started talking about books, and when you did the
And what year
cash
was
gift.
that? And what year was that?
You want to tell how long it's been?
I don't mind aging myself, because I'm sure I slipped up and said it anyway. But yeah, this is what she talked about. We
Yeah.
met after. Look, Wednesday, I like what your assistant told me.
Yes.
Wednesdays, what you call Wednesday? Something. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. Something.
Yes. So those are our Wednesday whips, where we talk about any works in progress. Any work. It's a free conversation, 35 minutes, 45 minutes, where we talk about their work in progress. Now, it could be anything. We've talked
Whoa.
about children's books, dissertations, wills. It could be family legacy. It could be websites. It could be their blog, any type of
Yeah.
content. We'll help them just talk about their project full circle. 35 minutes, 45 minutes at that time. When we get off, I send them the notes and the understanding that I have from our conversation. and
Okay.
help them. They can go take that to whomever they want to. Ideally, they'll circle back with us, right? They'll
Of
come back
course.
to us
Of
and they'll
course.
let us publish their book, help them with writing. I do the ghost writing, which I love much more than anything else. So we'll do
Behind
the
the
ghost
scenes.
writing. Yeah,
Not
yeah.
everybody's gonna put you on camera like this. She knows that.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Think about the beyond now, right? I didn't get my money's worth. We invested in this publisher, we invested in this agent, we got it, the cover design, we paid for the editing and the development of this book, but we didn't make the sales. So what we try to do is to get you to think beyond, because when you pop that trunk open, you're not gonna have a lot of people buying these books. They're not running to Barnes and Noble and Amazon looking for your book.
Right.
So what is it? What's the outcome that you genuinely want beyond the sales? And so we want to make sure that we're packaging the book in that manner, but also that you have the tool to sell on your side.
They showed up to my meeting in Texas with the book in front of them on the table. My book that you put on Amazon
Right, 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 right.
in physical copy. This was his manager.
Wow. Wow.
So, oh, I searched, I found it.
And so it's been out there in, I want to say, what was that, 2012?
2012,
So I was going to give it
2012,
10. So
2013.
that means we met in 2010.
Yeah, we met.
Because
when
it took some, I
struggling.
had to kind of pull that out.
Yeah,
And
you did. But Take This Job and Love
take
It.
this
That
job
was
and love it.
that was the book that came out of me working with teachers and professional development. And don't you know,
Correct.
it's coming back around again, professional development for teachers. Obviously, it ties into our personal finance side of the house and also our cash flow mixers. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you're following the page though. Make sure you're following. Make sure you've signed up for the community so that you can get the various communications that we're going to be sending out on this because it's very specialized for 2024.
Just make a few moderations for 2024. I mean, it's critical. A lot has happened, since when you first created it, but even more so since COVID. So as we are approaching our jobs specifically in those W-2s, you've given us strategies with MONEY, right? That's within
The money system.
the money system, which is in the book. And then they're able to quickly get to work and make a change. That's what I loved about the book from the beginning.
Yeah, she doesn't want to make it thicker. Like I'm trying to compete with some people out there with thicker books, but I do like what you said. It's a very unintimidating book. It's so thin, you can get through it and
Yeah, and remember the reason behind Take This Job and Love It was because I'm working full time and I may or may not be choosing to start a side job. If I
outside of
was not choosing to start another job, start a hustle, or any of that, then what would I do? I would take my job, find money in my check, right?
it. Right,
and
that's so true.
and make some budget changes. That's Take This Job and Love It. So we don't have time to read another 100 pages. Need to know what I need to do immediately, get it done, and make a change in the next paycheck, which
True.
I will see with the strategies that's in Take This Job and Love It. There's no reason to add to it.
Okay, because you're right. Each step is only a few pages. And I'll talk about what is that word? Not being congruent. Here I am with the book, but my business evolved and it's just more digital. Everything's more digital.
Yeah, and which is why you're gonna take some time and flesh out the ebook because there are new strategies that you talk about every day that we're getting on social media that you can also plug into the ebook later this year, right?
Okay.
But for those who need to get it done and get it done now, they need to get this paperback, open it up, and get to work. By the time they finish through the pages, they will see a change in that check.
Okay, I love it.
Look, and then we all get to kind of lean in on you and say, okay, where's this ebook? Give us the goods in the ebook because you're already dropping so many nuggets on social media.
Yeah,
and in our email, those of us who have signed into the community, we get some goodies in the email. Well, now we get some in the ebook. So I'm leaning in. Look, watch me. I'm leaning in on you on this ebook.
Lean into it.
Right. So put all Louisiana behind me to get this book out of you.
Very
and
true.
so Take This Job and Love It. If you do these 7 steps, then contact me for the money makeover.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
already in a better position financially.
Yeah. And what I learned from this, Candace, so thank you, is, even better, plug into one of our cash flow mixers. It could be
Yep.
coffee if you're a coffee person, or it could be cocktail if you're a
Yeah.
cocktail person, or maybe you're like me, both.
Yeah.
Plug in one of the
Yeah.
mixers for some hands-on with what you read in the book.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. You already have a back knowledge, not only of terminology, because remember, we didn't learn this in school. So there's certain words that we don't even understand. When we sign off and start a job, we don't even know what our deductions should be, or what it was, our dependents. We don't know who the head of the household is.
The
We don't put the right
dependents.
number, you
Yeah.
know. So we don't put that in there. So after they read the book, then they come to any other chats, coffee, cocktail, they have a certain frame of reference and they're not waiting for you to tell them the magic answer. They have the magic questions and
Yeah.
they're coming in and they're participating.
And the worksheets, because I've got downloads for you to figure out how much money you're leaving on the table right now. 1 to 2, maybe 4 pay stubs. And you're not
Already.
looking at it
Yeah.
to see how
And
much
so
money.
when in that ebook now only supports the digital downloads you already have.
Hmm.
So I don't want you to put the energy behind how do I keep this book in print. And you are the one person on earth who doesn't, you don't, how, show me you have maybe one book that you walk around with, everything else is on this phone or on the iPad or on the computer. So
Yeah. Digital.
that doesn't fit what you work in, that doesn't fit your context.
The Money Doctor community is going to give you those options. If you want to stick with what we've been doing, only business, 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 I'm your girl here. We got business and we got accounting, but we got accounting plus coaching on the Money Doctor side of the house. And then, of course, we've got the bigger stuff, tax and wealth management. Okay, that's if
Right.
you're ready for that. But if you're not ready for that, that's really why Money Doctor exists, because I wasn't ready for it either.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Right.
started this 18 years ago. I wasn't ready, even with being a CPA. They don't
Yeah.
teach this stuff. And other licenses I had before that, they don't
Yeah.
teach
They
personal.
don't.
So Candace has been for literally almost an hour bringing me back to the basics because you were there. You was
Absolutely.
there
Absolutely. With the black
2010.
Mercedes. I mentioned the black Mercedes. Pop the trunk open and you're pulling out the personal pocket planner. That
Yeah,
thick, right?
yeah, the
And
pocket planner.
even now there's usefulness in that because remember, I'm asking for those teens that's in that family and those young adults that they may need to stop and put the phone down and pick up this personal planner and actually write down these numbers
It's so
month by month, right? So I'm pushing you even in that space that as we talk about take this job and love it in that paperback, let's make sure that they're able to get the pocket planner when they go to your site, when they go to Amazon, when they go to Barnes and Noble, that they can get both. Because one helps me as I work every day with my W-2, right? The
okay.
other one helps me budget because I'll never know what wealth management looks like if I can't get that check together.
It's so true. And I love how you asked about what if I'm a single mom and I need the basics of the basics?
The basic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got personal and family finance. So you're not really trying to do all that business stuff. Get it. However, you're going to get to the stage of investing, and business is my favorite way to invest because it's
Right.
you can convert regular expenses to tax deductions. So that's why we push
Mm-hmm.
it so hard. Just being
Mm-hmm.
honest. And then of course real estate would be second. Stock market would definitely be last if you got money to risk.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Save, 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 then you invest. That's the formula. That's not what
Right.
you hear in commercials. Save, 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 then you invest. And so the money, take this job and love it. The money system is in there. It's all about helping you save. And when I
Right.
saved 20 grand in 18 months, it changed everything for me. It changed in business and personal, but also business because my confidence went through the roof. It came with
Absolutely. Absolutely.
saving. Yeah.
And you didn't mention this, but it would take this job and love it. You helped me find the money that's in the money I'm already making. So
So
I don't have to go find new money and try to figure out how to save that money.
yeah.
I find money within the coins I'm already bringing home. And
Yeah.
now I'm able to save from what I find, not invent something new.
Yeah, you're right. We're starting with where you are. I tell people,
Right,
please don't go get another job
right,
until
right.
we have a money makeover session,
Yes,
or you
yes,
get this book off Amazon,
yes,
because
yeah,
that will show you where your extra is. Showing you how to read your pay stub to find that extra, and that's exactly what you're bringing me back to. So it's all
yes,
connected.
yes. Because it works and it works well.
It is. It's the tax code nobody taught us.
Yeah, yeah. And nobody's teaching to our children. So, I want to go back to the
Mhm.
babies because I think you have your mug. Show us your
Oh
mug.
my gosh, I always bring the kids to every meeting. I tell them,
So there,
be quiet, I'm in a meeting.
right. So even if we are doing something else, we're thinking about our children and you have
Legacy.
tools for our children. So, I mean, it just makes sense.
Oh
It
my
makes
gosh,
sense.
she's gonna make me cry, and we got work to do. We haven't even done the work yet. We've been talking about the work. But you know what? It's all about if you sharpen your saw, that's
Yeah,
what I think about. The
yeah, yeah, yeah.
massive amounts of time I spend
Yeah,
planning workout before I even touch it. Sharpening the saw.
it
When
is.
the work is that much more efficient. You agree?
Yeah, I agree totally because now we're targeted. We know exactly what we're going to do. You know what you're sending to me.
Yeah.
I know what I'm responsible for, and
Yeah.
we're moving on it.
Well, you're responsible for all of it, but I will get you what you need. The last thing I need is more stuff on my plate. But listen, I do
Bring
get.
it on. I have been waiting. I've been waiting.
Well, I
So
didn't know,
yeah,
Candace.
bring it to me. Bring it to
Okay,
me.
but you know
We're
what?
ready.
When the student is ready, the
The teacher will
teacher
appear.
appears. And you know what? We've heard the other way, right? When the
Yeah.
teacher is ready, the student appears. But no, when the student is ready, the teacher appears.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're
So
ready.
Candace, I just thank you so much for being a part of the Money Doctor podcast, Money Talk for the Modern Entrepreneur, which of course is
Hmm.
all digital. How do people reach you?
So wonderfully, I am on all social media as Joseph Syndicate. That's JOZEF Syndicate. The website is also josephsyndicate.com. You can go anywhere. I mean, even if you search my name, Candace Semien, you'll see what we do. You see how frequently we do it. I love direct messaging. I'll answer those questions. And to sign up on our Wednesday whip is so important because you
Hmm.
just have an extra person. We're talking confidentially. Tell me your idea. I will send notes to you based upon that conversation. After I don't hear from you for a month or so, I delete it so that we don't have, your project remains private. We also talk to you in terms of seeing that vision full circle, be it a book, dissertation, a website, whatever that project may be, whatever that work is in progress. That's what we want to talk about. And I'm always available. Direct message, email, website, Joseph Syndicate.
And I keep hearing like what is it? Gap Band? Who sang that song? Let It Whip. Let's
Yes,
whip it, baby. Let's
whip
whip it
it all
right.
night.
Right.
Now I
But
can
yeah,
show my age with that. I can show my age with that
we just
song.
both. I did it. It's my fault. I did it to myself. You can find us anywhere on social at Your Money
Yeah.
DR. That's our handle. And of course, website yourmoneydr.com. You'll catch episodes every single month. And of course, message us also at our Money Doctor page on Facebook. The Money Doctor, all spelled out. All
Perfect.
righty. I got on camera twice today.
You did. You did.
We're going to do this. Okay. We'll see you soon. Follow the page, both of our pages, so that if you want to be a part of this journey, look, mine, hers, or both,
Yes. Yes.
follow, holla, and follow the page. You can tell it's cocktail time.
Yes, it is.